Welcome to Division 4 Fortnite, the state championship for the NSCSA. We'll be getting started soon with Fortnite. We're going to have 4 drops today. We're going to start with a build drop, and then we're going to do a 0 build, and then another build, and then a 0 build. In this, I think we have 17 teams.
Yep, 17 teams.
So it'll definitely be some good games. For points, we're doing points. You get 2 points for every elimination that you get, and then you get 5 points per placement, starting with sixth place. So first place will have 30, second will have 25, third is 20, and that's it. We have, is that up? Okay, it'll be top 8 get medals. These are just all the teams that we have with us. This is our little thing for all of our scores. Once we get started with that, we're waiting on a couple more teams, I think, to get loaded in before we start it. But it's definitely something. What did you say? We're going to have 70 teams, or 70 people. I think. Not 70 teams, but people.
I mean, yeah, compared to Division 3 and how many people we had there, we're going to have quite a few more people. I think we peak at around 53 total players.
And the thing that's definitely going to be interesting with Fortnite, that just interesting in general, is because we're doing build and 0 build, the game changes a lot based off of how good it is, what's good in the game, different things where you land, how often you want to fight. Do you fight people and go for the 2 points for eliminations, or do you just go for placement points? It's just a lot of decision making and a lot of strategy along with mechanical skill.
I really do hope there's a lot more, competition between the entire top 8, because obviously with our Division 3, one team really dominated the entire game, all 4 drops, and ended up winning all 4 drops with a total score of 300 and something. I mean, I do really think that this, Division 4, we're going to have a lot more action because we do have a lot more teams, a lot higher probability of people running into each other. But I also don't think there's, going to be any standout team that's just going to completely overpower the rest of the teams all the time like there was the division before.
I'm also hoping that we can have longer games because we'll have more people.
Yeah.
If you don't know how Fortnite works, is there's a big map, and you can drop anywhere that you want on this map, from a flying bus with a balloon on it.
Yep,
You get to go anywhere you want. But then as the match progresses, there'll get to be this storm that comes in, and it'll show it on the map with a white circle. And this storm, it pushes you towards the center into a smaller circle, because if you don't, then you'll take damage in the storm. And as the storm gets smaller, the damage goes up, and it could potentially eliminate you if you don't get pushed closer together.
That is true. I mean, there was a few teams in Division 3 that, did not manage their storm damage too well, and, just their time spent in the storm and their rotations ended up costing them a few points because they died to the storm along with being held out into the storm by some other teams.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we're just waiting on a couple teams right now, 2 teams, so we're going to go to an ad break real quick, and we'll be back with our game. All right, we have all of our players. We have 70 players, which is amazing, and we're ready to get started, I believe.
Yeah, definitely going to be, some good matches, a lot more people. So with more people, more encounters, and more action for the viewers, and more actions for us to commentate over.
For sure, yeah. Let's just get loaded in here, and then we can get started with all of it.
Let's hope there's no, obnoxious emoting this time around. Gosh.
For sure. That emoting's bad karma.
That is bad karma, because the team, last division, they emoted on a guy, got killed by the same team 2 games in a row really early and didn't get any placement points.
That's what happens.
Oh my god, Renegade Raider.
Renegade Raider.
Dude, rest in peace to the OGs, man.
Alright, so looking at it here.
Rocky Times 2.
Oh, I forgot they added shoes in. That's an interesting.
They got the pink Crocs with fish stick. Why does that? It's giving a good look though.
You don't see that often, honestly. I kind of forgot
World
about
Cup
that.
fish stick. That's someone with style who's been playing for quite a bit too.
It's like their whole team's gonna be going with the fish.
This was like me and you last year at state. We're on the
Who's
fish.
that? Who is the fish? Bancroft. All right. Looking at our map here, this is your bus that everyone can drop from. We'll be able to see where everybody's going. We'll see if they spread out or if they all just tend to go to the same locations again.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like everybody is going towards that right side of the map. Definitely will be a lot more people over there since we do have, you know, a total of 66 people in this lobby. But, I mean, there's still quite a few people going down to the left side. Just the bottom left and not the top left.
You know, we're seeing a lot of late drops too, honestly.
They're all oriented towards that right side. I definitely do think we will have a few good, like, early matchups between some teams. It does also take a lot longer to get to that, you know, placement point area of 6 teams. You have to go through 11 other teams before. It does look like 2 people are going to be contesting Kappa Kappa Factory, so I think that's going to be, you know,
And it looks like Masked Meadows too is having some more. Somewhere in here. This
Pumped
looks like
Power.
there's multiple teams coming here.
Yep, Pumped Power. It's also going to have a little early altercation between Pumped Power. Just going to go ahead and
This is Crawford.
Crawford and who else is over here? Oh, I do.
Looks like they're leaving.
Yep, the other team is going past. Going to Demon's Dojo, I do believe. Kappa Kappa Factory. It does look like there is one person who is of the opposite team at Kappa Kappa Factory.
It does. I wonder if they know that he's there or not. So, in this drop, it is builds enabled. So, you can harvest materials, and then with the materials, you can build structures, which you'll see sometimes. Looks like they're already fighting here.
Yeah, it does look like.
A couple people are getting knocked.
Yep, it does look like someone from Quest Forward did get knocked.
Our first elimination of the match, Cracked Riker from Elba.
Let's see. Looks like we got a few more, you know, eliminations coming in. Another knock. Canyon Crossing looks a little bit uncontested. You got
This is a trio from Sandy Creek.
from Sandy Creek. Got the Air Forces on the Mogul Master. Very colliding colors. Not sure how to feel about that, but I mean, at least the wrap is nice.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Looks like there's a knocked player over here.
Yeah. Let's see what we got going on over here. Oh, Cracked
Getting
Riker.
beamed.
Cracked Riker's going to go ahead and get that finish off.
Over in Canyon Crossing, looks like he's just trying to run away. Just get away from there, try to get your placement points. Don't fight it and risk an early elimination.
Shogun Solitude. It does look like there
This is Elba still, I believe.
Yep, this is Elba. Let's see what we got going on over here. Right now, they currently do have 2 eliminations, Elba.
Over in Demon's Dojo, there's a squad from Bloomfield.
So, yeah, we got...
Here you just saw there was one teammate dropping ammo for another teammate. That's something that you'll see a lot. Different teammates, once you pick up some loot, sometimes you might not need it, or your teammates might need it more than you. So that's just one of those communication things where you can communicate with your teammates, hey, can you drop me this or something? And then they can just do that.
I mean, yeah, I definitely do think... I mean, you can do the same thing with medkits and really any inventory items if your teammate is downed. Say you just res someone from the reboot van, which is a very, you know, convenient mechanic in this game. They spawn in with a blue pistol, or not a blue pistol, but a gray pistol, and if you're doing builds, they get 100 wood. Say they need some wood, you can drop some wood. Say they're downed, you could also drop them a weapon or a medkit, and they can pick it up, and they'd be able to use it as soon as they get back up.
Yeah, so communication is just definitely a big part of it. Along with just the skill of the game, you also have to be able to like talk to the people that you're on a team with, which is the difference between playing squads or just normal solos.
See, it does look like we might have an encounter here.
It does look like that.
Hey Springs is about to come into contact with another team here in the distance. look like there's a little bit
with
of time.
Creek Valley.
All right, it does look like someone is getting W keyed. Not taking any walls.
He is 1 HP.
He's okay.
Gets
Just got
knocked.
knocked. All right, he does not see him. Chubby Panda should be getting this elimination here. And there's one knocked.
Another kill from Chubby Panda from Hay Springs.
Currently, Banana Boy's in first place with her.
They did lose a teammate though.
I do think there's another team jumping up on them as well.
I think Hay Springs is currently leading the match with eliminations, though.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few teams. Yo, Parker 77 or 777 right there. He does look like Chubby Panda's in a little bit of a predicament. Just like that, he just gets knocked. Hay Springs with 4 total elims.
Looks like the other 2 teammates for Hay Springs are in a double-connected box.
All right.
Their walls are getting taken, and we're just...
Yeah. It does look like they are being contested by Kimball High School. All of them are, trying to push into that box.
Hay Springs is just trying to line up a shot here, I think.
Gus Bus Army Man 232 ends up going down. Obese Frog 43 looks like the only one left on the squad.
Looks like he might be trying to run away here.
I don't think that Kimball's going to let them, though. Just like that, he's getting overpowered in the box.
Eliminated.
Unless like that, Hay Springs is officially eliminated from this drop. Kimball, total of 3 kills. This Travis Scott does have 111 builds early in the game, so I would say that's pretty good for him. Does have the crown, though.
Here you see these victory crowns, which that's an interesting play. These crowns, while they do give you more XP or whatever if you have one equipped, you get them after you win a match, but they do alert players surrounding to your locations, which is interesting to pick it up in a competitive situation.
I mean, I definitely would say if you really are cocky and you have, the arrogance to be like, oh yeah, I'm the best player in the world and I want people to know where I am so they can contest you. I mean, go ahead and do that. Most of the time it's not going to work though, because I mean, you could get sandwiched by 17 different teams, or you could get sandwiched by 16 other teams.
Yeah, that's just definitely an interesting play in a competitive scene, but hey, they're the players, not me.
I'm not seeing the aura radiate off of his head, so I don't know if he dropped the crown. Let's see. I do believe this is Quest Forward again. They are currently healing up.
Getting into some zone trouble here.
Yeah.
This is that storm we were talking about earlier, how it deals damage to you. At the start of the game, it deals a lot less damage, but as you get closer in, it starts dealing more.
Let's see what we got. Mattress X.
Looking at this map, there's a lot of teams that are more spread out. I'm surprised that nobody's taken control of that northwest hand corner yet, since that's most likely where the zone will be rotating to. It really does surprise me.
Does look like there's a team over by Pumped Power who is kind of looking towards another team. Not sure if they're going to go push that or anything, but they are in a closer proximity to each other than, some of these other teams.
It looks like this team is kind of low on resources and builds.
Does look like
only having 25.
This team does look like it is Asante. Does look like
they definitely do look like they have slim pickings right now. It
Yeah.
could be nice for them to get some more stuff.
Yeah, it does look like they're all low on health, so it puts them in a very bad position. I mean, they have 2 kills, so they will be able to get 4 points if they were to die right now, but you always want those placement points on top of some eliminations.
It looks like Phil's FC is currently leading the match with eliminations with 3, and he is from
Bloomfield.
Bloomfield.
Let's see. It does look like Bloomfield's had a pretty good, accolades this game. I mean, Banana Boy had the most amount of kills earlier in the game, and he is also from Bloomfield. Does look like Asante's dealing with some more troubles, though, with one of their players being knocked. Still slim pickings for loot, other than the golden SMG in Native Goat's inventory, and the medkit he has.
Might be going for a reboot here.
Potentially. It's either that or he's going out into the storm for no reason with no health. But he has a med kit on top of that too. Personally, I don't think this is a good idea.
Most likely going for that reboot.
And I don't think this is a good idea.
This is an interesting play for sure. I'm
He's
excited to see how this turns out for him.
He's going to have to get really lucky and find a med kit somewhere on Canyon Crossing. I mean, in order to just survive.
He might have to go fishing for some more loot.
I mean, those floppers and everything are always good to have, too, just in case of a heal off or anything. Floppers are always the go-to pick because they replenish your health so quickly, and they give you a lot of health at the same time.
So as you can see, this player is currently in the storm, so he is taking damage. And I think he's going back in to try to get his teammate revived, which just can be definitely interesting.
He's going back to his car. I don't know what he's planning on
I believe he
doing.
might have had to get the reboot card, is what that might have been.
Oh, and he doesn't even have any heals either. Very well. This player could be dead here in the here soon. Open up the map. See how far the storm is. He has quite the journey to make it. I don't think he makes it. Unfortunately, I don't think this player will make it. Asante might have to go down with another player, but he might have gotten the reboot card of his other teammate.
He might have it though. He still has a minute until it changes to a 2-tick from a 1-tick.
He's 853 meters away from storm and no heals. So unless he finds some heals or he has some good movement options, he might be done for. Oh, there is the little buddy, I think. There's a little buddy. Unless that's a mark as well. No, I think that's just a mark. Unfortunate. It's not a little buddy. Right?
Looks like he might have to go down here. Trying to get as close to the zone as he can.
He's going to get really close. His teammates are going to be able to come get him, though. Yep, just like that, he is knocked. It does look like there are a lot of people fighting over by Crime City, though.
It does look like his other teammate just got taken out, though.
Ooh, and it does look like, I saw Banana Boy's name in the knocked list. Right now, we are spectating Elba. Right now, a solid little 4 kills, so an additional 8 points.
Looks like there is a team to their left. I don't know if they see them or not.
This could be a good altercation between the two if, they do get into some fight.
Looks like they do see them as they built a little bit.
Let's see what we got. They do have the high ground as well.
They did knock a player with that mammoth pistol.
So, right now, Elba and Elgin are right next to each other. Elgin, my apologies. I've just received word that I said that school's name wrong. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just making sure. Alright, Elgin, up on high ground, has one knocked. They should be able to get him rezzed, though. Another good thing about the reviving in Fortnite, if you do have multiple people reviving the same person, it will speed up the 10-second process.
That is true. It exponentially speeds it up too.
Yes, it's not, just like, oh, it just makes everything so much faster. And I mean, especially in endgame situations, it's always a good thing to have that whole team. Just in case someone goes down, you can get a quick revive, you can get them up and going again.
It looks like Elgin might just be rotating away.
It does look like it. If they can't hit their shots, Elgin might be in trouble here.
Not even trying to take any shots.
They did hit one shot with the little SMG AR type thing, but I do think they're going to try and chase him.
Looks like there might be a fight going down here.
It does look like Exeter Milligan Friend is, on some high ground as well.
This looks like this is Bloomfield.
Bloomfield?
EMF.
Alright, then Rocky Times from...
Nice little zone fight here, potentially. He does have 2 medkits, though.
He has 2 medkits, and he has some white heals as well, so this could be very good for him if he does end up getting that frag.
Looks like they just got forced further back into zone.
Yeah, it doesn't look like...
Those players might not be able to get back out.
I would say it would be good for one of those players to at least get a frag, because one of them is coming out of that tunnel in a car, going back into storm. Breaking out the launch pad.
That's a smart move.
Very good move. Phil's FC. Skydiving or gliding through the... Oh, he just got hit pretty hard, too. And Phil's FC eliminated out of the air.
That was some good rhyme.
By Exeter Milligan Friend.
Looks like there's another fight going down here.
Alright, so right now we do have Elgin fighting against Professor Cook. Oh. Does look like this team, Elgin, is looking a little bit, down. And it does look like Elgin is officially eliminated from this drop.
We now have 6 more teams left. That means that we're into the placement points. So all of these teams alive are for sure going to get placement points for these games.
currently we are spectating Leyton, and they are doing the same thing where they're doing the multi-res, and now they're going to, use these splashes.
Like they have a lot of white heals. If they're might be trying to go for some sort of heal off as well.
Definitely think that would be a good idea.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they also do have all sorts of different, team healing items as well.
It's incredibly surprising how no team has taken advantage of the zone.
Yeah, they're all staying on the outside of it.
All of them are playing edge. None of them are taking advantage of the far side in the white circle.
I think this low-key could be a good idea, because if there is a team who is closer to the zone than another, like inside of zone, they're going to push each other and, could lead to some pretty interesting interactions. And some shield bubbles, too. Shield bubbles are also really nice.
He only has 23 builds.
23 builds. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not bad by any means.
6 AR ammo, 4 sniper shots,
and 16 shells. Ooh.
It's like we could use a refresh.
Okay.
Or ask your teammate to drop a little bit of ammo, as it could also work.
Yeah. Exeter Milligan Friend definitely could, be a little bit more conservative of their, resources, end up, dispersing them between the teams so everybody has a relatively even amount, because having a lot of people with relatively close materials and ammo is a lot better than just having one person with all of it. This is a team game.
Looks like this team, Leyton, has started to actually take control of the zone.
Does look like they are also driving Hellcats. That's freaking awesome, dude. Like we were talking about, the Hellcats last game too, or last division.
Yep, exactly. Looks like Phil's from Bloomfield still is in lead with eliminations, and
I do believe he did die though, and I do believe Bloomfield kind of just got eliminated from this drop as well, because when Phil's FC was shot out of the air, he just died instantly and didn't get knocked.
That is true. That did happen.
So unfortunately, I don't think they're going to get some of those placement points, but they are going to get some points for the eliminations they obtained during this game.
They will. Looks like zone is pulling back into itself now.
Ooh.
This is one of those zones that we talked about where after a little bit it starts to go back towards it, so you can't pre-rotate to be completely inside of the storm, because if you do, you'll get damaged.
It does look like there's a team right next to Lone Wolf Lair that could get pushed pretty hard by 2 other teams.
This team right here, and this is Kimball.
Kimball right now is holding on to this other team who's right in front of them. Sandy Creek right in front of them, and then behind that team there's another team that I saw last time we checked the map. So this team of Kimball can either do,
this is Elba.
This is Elba? Oh yeah, this is Elba. You're right. So Elba could do one of two things here. They could go after that team and potentially get some more eliminations, or they could, it does look like one of there's a player who was stranded from his team getting fought by by a whole nother team. Peanut Butter Yo, I do believe. All right, so we have Exeter Milligan Friend fighting against Kimball.
Almost playing this like if it's a no-build fight.
It definitely does seem like it. I've seen a lot of those today. Does look like Exeter Milligan Friend is having a little bit of troubles, definitely with some of their players being low on HP. Just like that, there was one player left on this team with a total of 47 health.
It looks like he's going to go down here.
He's going to go down just like that.
And there's one more team eliminated. Now we're down to our top 4.
Yep. All right. So right now we have... So we were just spectating. We're spectating all these teams. Right now we have... Golden Tank. I do believe this is Sandy Creek. Yep, Sandy Creek right now. They are going, pretty hard. They have 3 players. Or now they have 1 player now. Unfortunately, they were getting pushed pretty hard. This team right here, Nzada.
Looks like it's just Nzada alive for Sandy Creek.
Yep, and Sandy Creek does have, 7 eliminations as well. So that's,
he's there.
14 points for them this game.
He does not have much movement to get away from this fight, though, so he kind of just has to thug it out.
He does have some explosives, and he does have 2 med kits, so if he does need to, he can always pop a med kit.
It might be smart to run back into Storm.
That was a good, little fight there he organized. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll make it too much longer through this fight because he has the whole team behind him. Oh, but wait a minute, they're getting knocked to the storm.
He's kind of painting a target on his back with his rotation towards them, though.
Unfortunate. That does leave this team. This team.
Now there's just 3 teams left. Looks like we have Elba
versus a few other people. Elba has, quite a few kills. I'd say, again, they have 7 kills, but they're more evenly distributed between the players.
That's true.
So, yeah, it looks like we have Leyton, Kimball, and Elba left in our first drop of the championship. Right now we are watching Elba.
Looks like there's 2 solos.
2 solos? Oh, my lord. So, in this case, Elba does have a very high probability of winning.
This is Kimball. Or not 2. There's just 1 solo.
There's 1 solo. Okay, I was going to say.
Wait. No, there is 2.
There's 2 solos.
There is 2.
That's crazy. Yeah, BTS are dead.
And this one is Leyton.
Leyton.
On some floating islands here, taking the high ground. This is good.
Definitely is a lot more loot up here as well, but I mean, the inventories that we do have by these players are pretty good as well.
They all do have some good ammo and a lot of builds, looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a full team on this island as well, so they could easily encounter each other and get into a pretty nice, arrangement of gunfire. Oh, they see him, surely. Peeks his head, and he just gets melted. Oh my.
Wonder if they push him.
And just like that, he is dead. That leaves Leyton eliminated. And
Leyton got 3rd place that game, though. So they will have 20 placement points from that one.
All right, so now we just have the solo from Kimball and Elba's entire team left in our first drop of the state championship. I mean, I definitely, if I'm Elba, I love the position I'm in, and I love the position that I'm in because they have their entire team versus this little single player from another school. You had, good positioning, you had high ground.
And as the single player here, you're just trying to get 1v1s if you can, but Elba
I don't think that's
not
possible.
giving it to him.
They have explosives galore. They should be fine. And just like that,
and there you go.
Elba is going to be the
takes
winner
game 1
with a total of 9 kills.
That was a very action-packed game, I'd say. There was lots of fights, and they weren't all by the same team, so I loved that.
I definitely like how this team didn't overly dominate everything. There was a lot of teams that were kind of closer together instead of one team that just, ran through everybody they went against. I definitely do like how this, whole thing played out. It was a longer game. Storm got a lot smaller. And I do really think that this 0-build game that we're about to have is going to be a good, a nice thriller.
Yeah, a lot of these teams played really smart with their rotations, their inventories, their heals. Everything that they did was really smart. So I think the 0-build game will be very interesting.
Yes, I mean, I saw some people carrying, the shield bubbles as well. In 0-build, those can be really, really nice. And if you're playing with your shield, if you're playing with your shield bubbles correctly, I mean, these games can go on forever.
Which they really can. That's the thing. Especially with some of these 0-build games, you don't have as much cover going into them. So there's a good chance that they could last longer or just last better in general. Have a lot more encounters, and you can't build to build cover for yourself, so it's a lot more strategy. But while we're figuring out our results for that game and getting the scores added up, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Division 4 Fortnite State Championship. We have our results in from that last drop. In first place, we had Elba with 48 points. And then in second place, a really close second place, Kimball had 47 points, just 1 point different. And then third was Leyton with 30 points. And then another close one, just 1 point away, is Sandy Creek with just 29 points. Which is just crazy how close all those were with just how fast these games can be. The top 8 teams are going to medal for this, so all the teams are obviously trying to do that. It'll be interesting just going in how different the zero build games will be compared to the build games, just because of how different the games are in general.
Yeah. Talk the difference between build and rebuild.
So, in build, obviously, you probably saw it in the last game. There's the different builds that people can put down, right? So, those take your materials. But in zero build, it's kind of actually intuitive. You can't place the builds down. So, you have to rely a lot more on your natural cover and everything, which that can be a lot more strategic taking. And you really can't rely on just your build if you get caught out in the open. What would you say you guys prefer for build or zero build?
For zero build, getting cars is really useful, so you can rotate or run away and use it as cover as well.
Like bubbles in zero build, cars, porta fortresses, anything that could cover you would get you good going, get some health in there too, because you already have overshield, so health is pretty important in zero build.
So I feel like we saw a lot of the bubbles even in build. A lot of people are using bubbles to just even to res their teammates, which that'll be interesting to see even how the item slots are used differently. I think right now we're waiting on a lot of teams actually right now. So we'll just go to an ad break and then we'll be back when our games are ready. Okay, welcome back. We are currently just still waiting for a couple more teams. Just a couple more. It'll be shortly, just a couple more minutes, but yeah, Fortnite. So pretty much I feel like the main difference I'd say, right, is if you're looking at these, just looking at your results even, how close all of these teams are. You'd say that playing placements is would you rather play for placements or just go for eliminations? What would your strategy be in this?
More in end game, you would go for kills. So at the start, get ready to fight in end game, heals, covers, mostly the important stuff you need. Then start getting kills, so you're ready and set to kill them.
Eliminations can be a quick way to get fast points, but overall, just placement is going to give you a lot more and skyrocket your points and placement.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely true. I don't know if any of you are still watching, but in Division 3, we saw a lot more of the teams. There was one team that just won every game and just went for eliminations, and they obviously had a lot more points, and it wasn't as close. But in this one, you can even see there's the ones that have just 1 point difference. That's where it's just a different game, and it's going to keep being a different game as we go in. So how do you think some of these teams could just adapt and try to get more points or whatever, better placements?
Entry damage is a big factor. If a team doesn't get a knock or crack at least, then there's not much of a point in pushing. Just staying back and getting those knocks, that damage is going to be an entryway to go into a fight.
Just mainly getting knocks, kills. If you knock somebody, if you knock more than 2 people, then you could push. But if you knock one, it's not really worth pushing if you don't have great guns, great mobility, mainly mostly stuff you need in zero build, shields, bats, melee weapons especially.
Yeah, I feel like all that for sure. That's a lot of even just coordination and communication through your team. You're playing on a computer or whatever, and it's a screen, but you still have to talk to your teammates and the people around you, and to be able to coordinate those pushes and what you're doing and how you're rotating. Because if you get caught by yourself as just one person, it's obviously going to be harder to fight. And if you get even one kill and then 2 people fight it and then 2 people try to go later, it's obviously not going to work as good. So that's it's a lot more of a communication and strategy, not just your complete mechanics. I think we're waiting for just 2 teams now. 17 teams. It's a lot more than the past couple. Do we have... I don't think we do. think we're getting a stat sheet shortly, and we can read through that in a second. But so that just looking at it, even all these teams, there's so many things that you could just even like do differently, even just like hiding or whatever, just to try to get more placement points, right?
Mm-hmm. Placement is pretty key.
So what would you say the main difference is between like this competitive, just the esports scene, between just like a public match?
A competitive match, people are going to be pushing or staying away. Either is just going to be amplified, and you may play more scared or more competitive and try getting those points. A lot more when people get knocked, there's going to be finish instantly just to get those kill points.
Mm-hmm.
In a casual match, you're not going to have people that like play stupidly good or bad. But in a competitive, most of them are going to be good. So you have to play smart and just think before what you do and think what you could do at the moment and just go from there.
Okay, we're still waiting on, I think, 2 teams, so we're just going to go to a quick break and we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. We are currently loading into our second drop, the 0 build drop. So after this one, we're going to have one more build and then another 0 build. Here we're just all the players. We have 3 seconds, and then here we go. As you can see, just the big bus that everybody can drop from, that path that it takes changes every game. So some people pick where they're landing based off of where that path's going. Where's your guys' like favorite spot to land? Where do you guys normally land?
A good spot to land is flooded frogs or magic mosses. You can loot up pretty quickly there and then rotate to the surrounding areas.
I usually go floated frogs too. Usually rotate pumped power or lone wolf if no one went there. Or sometimes very little tall boxcars because most of the time you can get a rare chest there, but it's very low, but it's a higher chance than some other POIs.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are going up towards that like northern side, I'd say. We'll see if there's any fights early on.
So right now, we are watching Elgin, my apologies. It was Elgin we're watching here. We're watching D Wayne 2099. So right now, 2 Chug Chugs. Well, never mind, dropped 1, but he's carrying 1 Chug Chug. It's pretty good for shield, some health. Fast, but it has a 2-second delay at the start. But it's pretty good. He has 2 teammates on one half of Foxy Floodgate and the other 2 on the other half, so they could grab some pretty quick loot. And I think they should mainly go for some heals.
Doesn't seem like anyone landed with them, so we're not going to get a fight off drop for this team.
It's pretty good for them.
Okay, that's why not.
Over by Whiffy Wharf, it seems like there are 2 teams. Maybe a push happening here, so there could be a decent fight. The teams are going to collide soon, and
Got Wynot School, so they might collide, but right now they are not colliding right now. But hopefully they grab some good heals, good equipment before they start fighting. Oh,
there was a shot right there.
might start fighting. Hope. Let's see. See what happens. Oh, Why not HS?
Absolutely shredded here.
Dang. Feels bad.
Going over to Outlaw Oasis
Watching X3NOKO.
from Isanti.
Isanti, we're watching School Isanti. Oh. I don't think that was a smart play, but
He got knocked by fall damage. There doesn't appear to be any other teams near him.
yeah, that little pull right there, if you have a whole squad and you go in it, I'm pretty sure you get knocked. But there is a river all the way to the right, and you won't get knocked from it. Now we're watching NYC from
Elgin over here at
Elgin.
Foxy Floodgate.
Same team we were watching earlier.
Yep.
So,
Still looting up. Not quite trying to rotate just yet.
so far, what's your favorite weapon from this new season?
Favorite weapon?
Yeah.
Just like this NYC PLX has, is the Hollow Twister Assault Rifle. I feel like you can beam with it pretty well and do tons of damage with it.
My favorite gun is the Pump and Dump from this new season. They also added Sub-Zero. My personal favorite from Mortal Kombat, except Scorpion. Then also like the Hollow Twister. Then we got Creek Valley School. So we're watching Dragon Jack right now. They are a little bit.
There's a team not too far away from them, but they are rotating away.
So we're not going to see any contact, but it's okay. At least they have Blue Pump and Dump, really good for this season. And the gold splashes that make you hit faster, run faster. But he should have done that with the whole team so they could rotate faster.
Over here at Pumped Power, there is 2 teams here, so we might see some action, finally.
Got a whole Renegade team I'm looking at. It's kind of tough. I would be scared. Oh, what? Rex ZXW. He has a kind of decent loadout. He has a shield though. Hopefully his team has some heals for him while he knocks out the opponents if they collide and for outside storm. So they just need a lot of good heals, some coverage. He should be good.
This is Leyton, and it looks like the other team that was with them is now leaving.
Probably got intimidated.
Could have been intimidated. This is the 3rd place team currently.
3rd place, you know. In this match, they could go all the way at the bottom, or they could stay at the top. You never know. How many kills, placement.
Now we are watching Geo from Sandy Creek. Over by Magic Mosses, trying to rotate a little bit. Oh, sorry, this is from Kimball. My apologies.
Well, so far that hasn't really looked like too many fights, but there has been a few out so far. Not as
They
many.
may run into another team here at Brutal Box Guys.
Look like they might be pushing. They don't know that, but they could be. See if there's any action here.
They are
Well-
boosting with their car. They might have seen the other team and could be running away or trying to find a better position.
This new season, you could actually stop the train. Did you know that?
I did not.
You just gotta knock out the turrets, and then you get some dynamite, and then you blow it up, and then it just stops for you. That's
I
an
don't
amazing
typically
loot.
push the train.
I don't
um,
either, but you know, you could get a dill pickle coin. You could get some mythics that are overpowered this season, and it's very overpowered. But I think, what do you think they should nerf?
I think they may want to nerf some of the exotics. You can just die instantly from some of them. And then the sniper, if you have a legendary one, I don't like just being instantly taken out of the game.
We got Sandy. Never mind.
Ooh, we have some action here. There are 3 teams over near Brutal Boxcars.
Got its Destroyer 508. He's healing. He got beamed, wearing the click skin. Oh, he's also getting shot at by another team from Brutal Box.
Its Destroyer from EMF is pretty low, but he got away mostly unscathed. He's healing up, resetting a little bit, and
Look like they might be running.
they may be backing off from this fight.
Yep. And then we got the other 2 teams might be fighting up there.
Now we have
Got the 2 teams fighting. Pretty actiony up here. Got 1 knock.
Elgin here, 1 knock, and the other team does not seem to be pushing that. They want to play this safe.
That's a pretty good play, because if they die immediately here, because they have the high ground, so it's a pretty good play. They should not rush, because if they do, they're dead. There's only one down there. Ooh.
Elgin here wants to fight this because they don't have very many points. They need points so they can climb up the leaderboard here.
We also got Elba. They are at the top of the leaderboard. You never know. It could go downhill from them, or they could stay up. It always depends on the game and how they play this match.
One match can change everything, especially with it just being the second match. It seems like the team at Brutal Cars, which I believe is Hay Springs, is being third-partied down there.
Ooh, that's a tough spot.
This is a tough spot to be.
They might get killed, but they also might get points too from these kills. Never know. Let's see who gets on top here.
Now we are spectating Nod from Sandy Creek. They're all healing in the car, trying to reset so they can keep on fighting Hay Springs.
So they were getting third party, but now they're running away. Pretty smart play. They need placement points. I think they need these points here. Got 0 kills and all, but they probably got some damage and decent placement. They got a couple placement points so far. They just need some coverage. They have a Jeep though. Has a lot of health in it. Pretty good. But if you could, they should probably get like 2 Jeeps or 2 Wranglers, because that would be very good coverage.
Most of the teams are sticking together. There may be one fight over near Brutal Boxcars, but
Got a native goat 12. Staying at a gas station by Brutal. He has a mythic shotgun. Pretty overpowered in the 0 build.
yep, watching Asante here, over at the gas station, trying to stay out of fights, loot up. Has a pretty good assault rifle here. Could get some nice beams off of that.
Let's see if they pick up the coverage right here, that bubble beam. Because they need it later on if they don't have any. Not even a car. If they always carry some coverage, I think you should be good. Especially in 0 build. Can't build. Some players are not used to that. Some players usually only stick with build, and then they don't play 0 build at all. But that's competitive. You gotta play both, or
not at all. Oh,
got some fighting going on.
just a solo here, trying to get away without dying.
Look like car's about to blow.
Ooh. Pumped power here. There's
It's about to get
a couple
knocked.
of teams here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They already have 1 dead, another knocked, 2 alive.
Ghoul
But
from Bloomfield.
Banana Boy over here is pretty low in health, so FN Goal over here has 3 med kits if he would have stuck with his team.
Yeah, he is pretty far from his team. Not really any chance of him being revived.
They could get his reboot card, but it's pretty risky with how we're seeing his reboot card is.
Back at Brutal Boxcars again. We have Banana Boy.
Wearing a banana skin. That's surprising. Banana boy wearing a banana skin. Who would guess that? Oh, bro, he thought it was a zip line. Wrong game. Wrong game. But he does have a mythic AUG, and that does some good damage if you could hit your shots, just like you.
This is the second player from Bloomfield who is very far from his team. I don't know what their plan here is.
They probably got separated because there was a third party. Remember earlier? So they could have got separated.
Yeah, we're at Lone Wolf Lair.
Sorry if I say your name wrong. Inzada. If that's how you say it. We're watching him. They're getting the vault right now. Pretty good. Has some good guns. He has one good gun, the Hollow Twister. It is a trio. Watching Sandy Cheeks and Zeta.
Sandy Creek is what I think you mean. You mispronunciated that a little bit.
My bad. Surprised nobody went to Lone Wolf Lair already. It was pretty far into the game and nobody really got it. But if they could get this vault off, look like no one's pushing them, so guaranteed vault. Pretty good guns in that vault and a dill pickle coin. So far, how has it been your Fortnite matches going so far, bro?
They've been pretty good. The new loot pools, pretty fun.
Best shotgun so far is probably the auto if you have a mythic one. But if you're playing zero build, probably auto. And then we got...
Back here at Brutal Boxcars, a team being shot.
got
Pivot from Elba.
so
I guess they seem to be running away here, trying to get those placement points. They have 0 eliminations this game.
but they have some pretty good loot.
Oh, sorry. They have 1. My apologies. They do have 1 elimination.
So T-Vault right here, he has some pretty good loot. He has mobility, 2 mobilities, some healing. He should use that heal, like the splash gold, with his team because then they could run faster and everything else. But he's by himself right now. It's not a good play.
Yeah, he's very separated from his team, and they seem to just be leaving him at the moment.
You need some... You need coordination in this game.
You need coordination. You need to talk to your team.
Almost in every shooting game, you need coordination.
Might be a fight here. They did get Elba here. Got a knock on the team at Werewolf Lair. Or Lone Wolf Lair. Sorry.
Got Sandy Creek here.
Creek Valley
Most
has the mythic sniper. It's an easy one shot if you can hit the head.
Welp, he got knocked by fall damage.
Is this the second time that this player has died from fall damage?
I'm pretty sure. They're all wearing the prison looking like skin, but
They
no,
are
it
wearing the
matches.
same skin, so that makes 2 players on this team who have died from fall damage in this one game.
I'm pretty sure it was Keydor Dragon Jake.
Ooh, there's a big intersection here at Magic Mosses. Big fight. Here we're watching it. There's 3 teams here, all fighting.
Got a third party.
He has a shield bubble, so
far they have some pretty good
they have some cover.
good cover right here.
But
We're
they're being pushed by 2 more teams.
we're watching Maywood right here.
This might be the biggest fight this game.
Ooh.
They're being shot by 2 different people.
There's also
2 different teams.
also people behind them. This is a tough situation for Maywood here.
Now we're looking at Taco God from Quest Forward. Just bush camping. His teammates are not right by him.
Got another team right beside him. Let's see if they can get the knock. Oh, he got hit a few times, but that's okay. Oh,
He got a knock on Plixard.
Oh, and Keydor. Oh, his teammate got knocked. He's low. Oh, his entire team got knocked. He went down in the vault.
Creek Valley may be going down here.
Did you know in that vault down there, if you had a little slurp friend, you would get a vault and some pretty good guns down there. It's pretty good. We got fighting going on here. See who wins. Oh,
Creek Valley has eliminated Quest Forward. They are very staggering currently.
Got 1 eliminated, 2 knocked.
Maybe a new fight here.
Got Kimball here we're watching. They might come up with a fight. So far, they're just trying to get slurp barrels with some shield. Pretty smart.
They have 7 eliminations, so on eliminations alone, that is 14 points. And they are in 2nd place. This is very good for them.
So far, it looks like they might be keeping that 2nd place.
Or shooting up to 1st.
Never know. Depending how everyone else did. They might be up or down. They're probably hoping up.
It doesn't seem like they know about these other teams over there.
No, but we do have a team separated, and there is a guy behind them, so he might get knocked, or he might be going for a reboot, but it's a pretty high tick. Pretty high tick here. I'm pretty sure it's 7 tick. It's a lot of health.
Ooh,
Got the Midas drum gun. What's your opinions on that gun?
it's pretty strong. You can beam from far. You can see very easily. Kimball is looking like the strongest team right now with their loot. Being in 2nd place, they may take the lead after this game.
See?
They're fighting down here.
Ooh, one of their teammates got knocked. Oh, another one got knocked. There's no reboots in this either.
Maywood is looking like they may go down here.
Hit a few shots in the air.
There's not many places to hide for Maywood here.
At least he has a med kit. Ooh. He's by himself.
He is by himself and somehow surviving for a decent amount of time. Fighting for those placement points for his team.
So in this tiny zone here, we got 6 teams.
Every new spot here is going to be another placement point for everyone. Or, well, more placement points.
This is going to be really good. See how many points they get and see who's going to be first place after this match.
This may create some more tension,
We
or
might-
it could force the teams to hide a little more.
So far, we're not having too much contact, so what do you play on Fortnite? Me personally, I play on PC and keyboard and mouse, but I did used to play controller till I switched.
I've
always
played on keyboard and mouse, always, and I don't ever plan on switching. You can just be more accurate, you can have more freedom with how you aim.
We might be seeing contact here with the solo. If they get this kill, 3 points. Ooh, look like he might get downed, but
Kimball is going crazy here with...
he's gonna get squished. No, he got
Ooh.
the kill.
Maywood has been eliminated here.
We got peanut butter. Kimball
Final
again.
fight
Oh,
between Kimball and
and they won.
Kimball just won. Probably putting them in first place here.
They had a
That was a great match. What did you guys think? Like, that was just crazy.
think the match was really good, except the only thing bad part was some teams were pushing when they shouldn't have, and some people were getting reboots in Storm when it was a 2-tick. So it's kind of bad. But other teams were doing real good, staying back, staying on top of mountains. Other ones were really rotating a different direction when they couldn't have been in a good spot.
Here it looks like Kimball is going to be taking the lead. They are pushing fights more often. They got plenty of kills that game.
Yeah, they did. I feel like there was a lot of good positioning, in my opinion, just like people rotating. Here, while we wait for our scores to get done, we're going to take a quick 8-minute break, and we'll be back with results. Welcome back to Division 4 of the NSCSA Fortnite State Championship. We now have our score results in for the drop 2 of the 0 build. This is what it's looking like. We have Kimball in first place with 113 points. They had a really good second map. And then Elba's in third. And then Elba's in second and EMF in third. And both of those are really close, just 3 points off really. The rest of them too. We have like all the other ones are in the 30s. That's 1 or 2 kills off all of them, or just one different placement. So that's definitely so close. It can definitely switch so fast just seeing these next things, this next drop, because there's still 2 more drops coming up. This one's going to be going back to build, not 0 build, but we had a build, then a 0 build, now we have a build and then another 0 build. Do you like watching the build or the 0 build more?
Me personally, I like build, because 0 build is like, they don't push as much, and I like more fighting. But that's just me, because 0 build is kind of slow at first, then in end game it gets more quicker. But then build, it could be off spawn, building, fighting, more pushing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's just it's so weird how it's one game, but really they're both completely different games if you think about it. So that's just the thing where you have to be adaptable, and after all these teams have played 2 drops, now they just have the chance to play like more and stuff. Even looking at Leyton and Elwood specifically, like Leyton, they did really good in the build, and then they got eliminated pretty fast in the 0 build. Elwood, they didn't get any points in the first build drop, but then in that 0 build, they got 32, which is the 3rd most points that a team got. And then same thing with like Sandy Creek and Maywood. They just like 2 and 29, just depending on build or 0 build. So you can tell that some schools just they're good at one or the other. That's where like being a school like Kimball and being good at both, that's what wins the state championships really. Right now we have 69 players in the lobby. I think we're waiting on 1 or 2 teams really. It should just be a couple minutes. We're gonna go to an ad real quick and we'll be back when we start.
Let's see where the battle bus is going to be this time. Let's see if there's going to be a hot drop maybe. See where people are going to go.
They could. Okay, here we are.
The battle bus over Outlaw Oasis.
We'll see if people choose to land at the same spot as that last one or a different one, because that last one, it's nothing now. It doesn't go into effect, but I don't know if it's still information that you're willing to give up now that that's where you were going to land. So it's a little bit of strategy behind it. We'll see what they end up doing.
So far we're seeing a lot of people over Seaport City. A lot of people on the right side of the map so far. We got
Okay, looking at it, there might be a fight over in Shining Span. Let's see if we can find that. One player has already been eliminated. That was by Rocky Times.
So far we got person missing on the team. It's gonna hurt the team in end game unless they get the reboot.
Which this early in a game, there's a good chance that you'll be able to get that reboot off because you have so many different options and different locations available to get that reboot van off at.
Sadly, they nerfed it where you could buy your reboots now because it really sucked in tournaments.
It's true. Looking at the map, there might also be a fight going down in Seaport City. See if we can get to that one.
So we gotta look like... Oh, fighting.
It's like there's a big fight here.
One team has been
And this is
eliminated.
Leyton. Looks like there's another fight happening over by Brutal Boxcars. This is gonna be Chubby Panda from Hay Springs fighting
Got cracked.
Kimball.
So far he got cracked. He's hitting a lot of good shots
It's
so
hit
far.
really hard over there. Obese Frog, there's a lot of people low HP in this fight, and this early in the game, especially Chubby Panda, he doesn't have any builds, so just these early fights, they get played a lot more differently. There he gets a player just trying to hide because he didn't have anything to fight with.
Ooh, he should have picked up some of those mats for some cover, but it's okay.
Even there, I think that was Kimball is eliminated now.
Like we said, it could change in every game. They were at the top, and now
Yeah,
they're
that was
eliminated.
Kimball, and they were in first place with 113 points compared to 70 from Elba, and now they're eliminated, and they'll get no points for this game just because they lost a fight off spawn. Looking at the map, it looks like a lot of teams are more spread out now. All kind of just in their own little world, trying to loot up, get their stuff.
More mats, because it's builds now. Some people might be used to the zero build, so they won't have mats.
Getting more loot. This is Elgin over in Kappa Kappa Factory in the bottom right.
So far his loadout is decent, except the gray shotgun. But he has mobility if he needs it. Shield, health.
There might be a fight that might end up happening here because there's two teams in Kappa Kappa Factory. I don't know if they see each other yet. The other one is Scribner Snyder. They do see each other here.
At D-Wayne against. Ooh.
Some nice little gets taken down again. More teammates coming in. They might still think they're playing zero build. And this teammate is just really far away on like the other side. He isn't even close to being there yet.
Eliminated.
Looks like Elgin won that fight over Scribner Snyder. Is that right? That's definitely even just something Scribner Snyder was. Wait. Or Elgin, just getting those points even. Those, whatever, 3, 4 elimination points, that's really good. And now they can get a reboot off. And when you have more people rebooting, the faster it is. So these 3 people rebooting just goes really fast, and now your teammate did die. You did give up 2 points to an enemy team, but now you have your teammate back and he has time to loot up. Yeah, it looks like Professor Cook has the most eliminations with 2 right now, and he is from Leyton. Longest kill, Agent Pukith, 257 meters from Bancroft Rosalie. That is a long distance away. That had to have been with like a sniper rifle or something. Or
Maybe the hollow twister.
something. That is 257 meters is quite a distance. I do think it is interesting, the different, like, if people carry snipers or not. I feel like in zero build, you'll see snipers, almost every person has a sniper. But in build, I feel like you don't see it that often. Like, why do you think that is? Do you like to carry a sniper, or do you just...
I carry a sniper sometimes, depending on the situation I'm in. If it's long range, then I pick it up. But if I don't know that early on, usually I drop it unless it's a better rarity than my AR, because it's going to do more damage, and if I get a good shot in, we could rush them.
Okay, yeah, I feel like that's just something that I see a lot, where even here you don't see that many players having a sniper. But just right there, because this is EMF, you even just saw that healing item, it heals in a radius around it. So when you get that, you tell your whole team, hey, I have these splashes, and then you get together and you do it. That's another communication piece where you have to group up and you can all heal together and just do it together. Because if you don't, then you're not all going to have the same amount of health, and it's really going to hurt you later down the line.
And the effects from the splashes go all over the team too, so it goes all around.
Here is Quest Forward, just in a G-Wagon driving around. Maybe trying to find people, just get to zone, get some more placement points. There's 11 teams left. After 5 more teams get eliminated, we will start getting down to placements.
Ooh, look like it's a little fight going on right here.
Looks like there might be. This is Bloomfield. He does not have any more shield. Does have a mythic sniper though. Only 10 builds.
He could go for a shot, but he doesn't have shields, so it is very risky.
There's a very good chance that is true. If he peeks, he might just get beamed and he's dead, and he doesn't have white health in his inventory either, so that could just... Your health is a resource too, just as much as materials or ammo.
Because if he doesn't know what the other team has, then what will he do?
They do seem to have a good position inside a zone though. Looks like there might be another fight that's going to go on over around this area. See if they decide to get out of the car and start shooting.
They're pushing. Nope, they're getting rushed from
Getting
behind.
shot from the back from on top of that house.
Got one of his teammates pushing the other one while he heals. Now they're both rushing for an easy elimination and points.
This is Sandy Creek fighting... Fighting Quest Forward.
Rushing almost a full squad with his teammate behind him. Oh, that's a knock because he
He's
rushed.
knocked down.
He rushed by himself, so he
And
has
gets
to
finished. That is the one thing that you said you see a lot more in these competitive scenes, is when people get a kill, they'll try to get that finish just for the points.
Or if they just want some more materials, ammo. More in endgame, you got to stack on ammo early on, so it's kind of hard in endgame if you don't have any ammo or mats, and if you have no cover, it's almost dead. Ooh.
Quest Forward takes down another one.
He got left behind by his teammate, but it's okay.
We'll see, it's really hard. Sandy Creek does not have as much resources as they'd like to have going into these fights. Looks like he's just going to try to run away and regroup maybe with his teammate, but just try to get out so they can stay alive for some placements. Because his teammate's all the way out of there already.
It's pretty smart by a teammate because he could get the reboot card if he does die.
That is true. Rebooting in this game is so valuable. It's such a good strategy. Looks like they both got out of there, but they're both going different directions. So it's going to be hard, and it's going to be almost like they're playing solos anyways.
Other teams didn't want to push because they didn't know how many people were left. So they could have gotten killed. So far, what we have been seeing is everyone's carrying a Sentinel. So in builds, I'm pretty sure that's really popular.
This is why not. Looks like they're going to try to hide here, but there is another team down here with them.
And they have to move pretty soon, Storm.
I wonder what they're thinking here.
Maybe they're just trying to go for placement for a little bit.
Harvest a little bit of mats around them.
Now we got the Renegade squad, what I like to call them.
There is a knocked player by them. We'll see if they can get the res off or not.
Look like he got knocked by fall damage because he still has shield.
Most likely.
They're just leaving him.
Yeah, I wonder what they're thinking here too, actually.
Wonder why they're leaving him there.
Are they...
I think they're trying to let him die or something.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested at what the point of that was.
Well, let's see how good they do without him, I guess.
They just wanted to play 3v4 instead?
Maybe.
Hey,
They might have a lot of confidence. Yeah. They were gonna throw him off. We got 2 people in this team. 2 of his teammates are dead so far. And they don't know there's another team right above them.
this could end badly for Young Acid from... Why not? And he is
Ooh,
getting
crap.
shot at. In that water, you don't have much mobility, yeah. And he's going to go down, leaving his teammate in a 1v4. Unless if he can get the reboot cards and get that reboot off.
He was all the way across the map. Bad situation.
Yeah, this is that thing where just the teamwork and communication comes into play. Because if your teammates are on completely different sides of the map like we saw there, it's just really hard to group up and fight other teams.
A lot of people camping in bushes right now for some points.
That's a viable strategy sometimes, just to try to get more placement points, try to get higher up in those placements, and maybe you'll get a kill if somebody wanders around, they don't know you're there, but otherwise they have decent loot. I mean, only 8 builds and 11 builds, so that's Hay Springs too, but we'll see how it works out for them.
Few of their teammates might be a 0 build player and we don't know.
That is true. Looks like they're in a fight here. This is Bancroft Rosalie.
They should be careful. They might get shot out here and take some bad fall damage, but
Which one of his teammates is already knocked. And they are fighting EMF. High ground in this game is so important because as you can see right here, if this player, he pulls out his AR, he can see the head of the enemy before the enemy can even see him. He has to be so much more exposed to even fight that.
Some fights you even need different kind of angles to kill them. Depending where you are, you have to get a good angle on them to get some good hits down.
Here they're just kind of choosing to go for a zone fight to just kind of secure those eliminations.
Ooh, a knock.
And he does get one of them. And that is some good loot there. Gonna throw one of those grenades for his teammate, just knowing that his teammate's gonna need more health. Just being able to throw that for him and just kind of use that sort of teamwork and communication in there. That's just a really great play. It looks like Leyton might be getting into a fight here with another team.
If they have a sniper, then you know they could get some pretty good shots on them.
Currently, St. Judas 42 has the most amount of kills, and he is from Leyton. And Banana Boy still has the longest elimination from Bloomfield. That is just crazy. 276 meters. I don't even know if you could see the guy from that far away.
So far, which one would you have, a mammoth or a sniper in this situation?
Me personally, I like the mammoth better. I don't like the sniper glare.
Me neither.
That glare, it just lets you know that they're looking at you.
They could be turned around and you could get a free headshot with the sniper, though.
That is true.
Because we know what we're looking at, they don't.
That was some good aim there on that enemy all the way over there.
He's pushing by himself a little bit.
Just kind of trying to secure the kill right there. We have 8 teams alive. If 2 more get eliminated, we'll start getting into our placements. Looks like over here from Hay Springs, they're still sitting in that bush. That's just been a good bush for them.
Oh, they're
Looks
pushing.
like they're starting to get out. They see somebody.
They know it's a solo, so they're going to push.
Smart. I wonder if are his teammates there with him, or is it just him? They are. His teammates are pushing too.
They're staying back a little bit, but
They did get the knock on the player they were pushing in the elimination.
his teammates at 1.
1 HP, yeah.
Ooh.
Gets knocked. This is going to be a tough one. He's in a solo situation now. And I don't know this late into the game if Maywood's going to be able to get this reboot off for him, or if he's just going to have to play it out by himself.
I think you should have gotten the motorcycle down there and went uphill. Because if you go up the zipline, you might die.
Yeah, that, especially with those players up top, this is just a really sticky situation for Mayfield. Or Maywood.
Only 30 in the chug left. Look like they have their teammate back.
There might be a fight going down here. He's going to try to run away before they get to him.
Right now, I would be the people on the island. Pretty good shots you could get on people.
Yeah, up on these islands up here, there's a lot of high ground that they can get up to. If you look up in the sky, there's actually a team up there on the ledge that's just looking down and shooting at him.
We got a lot of action going on now. Everybody's on the left side of the storm.
That's the thing that's so interesting about the way that storms work in this game, is because they keep getting shrunk down, everybody is forced to fight each other.
Ooh, good mechanics. Ooh, good kill.
Yeah, that was a really good kill by Hay Springs.
Good push. He had a good edit.
And his teammates were right there with him too, to back him up even if he missed a shot. They're getting sprayed at though, and one of his teammates does go down.
Immediately start resing.
See if his teammate can provide him a little bit of cover fire from the angle.
Got 2 over here. He's almost got the knock. He cracked him. Trying to push in the box. Now we got his other teammate, but he got a shot from the right and is knocked.
Does get knocked. Looks like it's just a duo situation now, and they have Storm on their backs too. They might just have to rotate out and give up on that fight.
People on island, smart, staying on top. And they got their teammate back too from the reboot.
Only has 9 bullets in his pistol though.
Communication, they could get some more ammo. Could ask his teammates for some more ammo.
Looks like they might be trying to rotate early and just take early control of that storm. And this is Leyton.
Took some fall damage, 20 fall damage. Trying to push the box. Get with his teammate.
Yeah, this is a really big fight. There's at least, I think there's 3 teams here. There's only 4 teams left, that is true.
Trying to push the box with 2 people in there, and unfortunately, he gets knocked.
Just a 1v2 in that like situation, that's so hard to win when you're going up against 2 people and you're only 1 person.
He should have checked if there was 2 in there or not.
Here's St. Judas from Leyton, only has, he's a solo now. His teammate's knocked. He's just going to try to stick it out, hold his walls, and get more placement points. They already have 10 kills, so really you don't need more kills. You just want more placement.
He's just trying to be as quiet as he can so he can get some placement.
Banana Boy using that banana skin. Kind of fitting for the name.
Pretty low health. Might be bad if he gets stuck in storm. But he has a lot of mobility, so he should be fine unless he gets shot out there. Now they're water falling down to rotate.
It does surprise me that nobody's trying to take high ground. Everybody's just kind of fighting for that low ground control.
Everybody's just trying to keep their health. Because storm, pretty high tick right now.
Yeah, there's not even that much white health on the board, especially for... Yeah, like look at it. There's like only a couple medkits. Only 1 medkit, I think.
We got a lot of duos. Got a couple duos.
This is going to be like a nice little low ground box fight ends game, if I had to guess. That's what it's looking like right now.
He does have a pretty good amount of mats right now.
Only has 45 more builds left, though, if you look at it that way.
He could use all those in a matter of seconds with how much he's getting shot with those sticky grenades.
And all of them are wood. So, in Fortnite, there are 3 different building materials. There's the metal, there's the wood, and there's the brick. Nice kill for Quest Forward there. That gives him all the materials he needs. That's a nice refresh. Yeah, and he has 7 kills too, so his team has 10 kills in total. That's really good.
He is getting bombed by a sticky grenade though, so it might be the end here. Ooh.
Yeah, and it is. And that was Obese Frog from Haysprings, the team that was sitting in that bush for most of the game actually. So that just shows to prove that you really don't need to get more kills and like push people to win the game. Because even them, they had 10 kills too. They just were sitting in a bush most of the game, just kind of chilling, and it ended up working out for them. They found the people that they needed to, and they had good rotations, good plays, and they did come out on top that game.
Stuck together, had They just did really good.
Yeah, so while we get our score figured out for that game, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back with the results.
Welcome back. We are getting into game 4.
No, we gotta talk stats first.
Oh. We got stats. So, right now, Kimball is still winning. Total score 113 for Kimball. Then, EMF 79 second, and Elba 77.
This means EMF is moving from 3rd to 2nd. Not a lot of differences from 1st to 3rd place. But Elwood shoots down to 10th place from 5th. Nope, 4th. I was right.
Just looking at it, you can tell like how much like stuff can move around in the game. I mean, Haysprings was before that game, they were really low down, weren't they? They were like in 10th place, and now they're in 4th just because they had one good game. And like all these scores, Kimball could easily be passed, and then there's 3, 4, like 5 right in that 70s area, and it's all coming down to that one zero build match now. And you were even saying earlier how like there's a difference between like build players and zero build players, and you can totally like you can kind of see that here.
Couple teams that are mostly builds, and the other ones are mostly zero build players. It just depends how you play. But if you're good at both, you'll get up there just like Kimball. Except last match, they died of spawn, but could have been a bad game and not their fault.
Yep, exactly. Right now are we waiting on one more team, I think? So just one more team to get in, and then we'll be going into our final match. And after this, we'll just know who's going to be the state championship. Top 8 are going to medal. That's what you can see in that yellow on the left. That's what that is. Even like any of these teams, they could get one good game, and they could make it up. They could get a 50-point game like Haysprings just had, and then they beat Maywood or whatever. 8th place, you get a medal. That's how that works. That's really the goal from everybody. Any medal that you can get would be good, but the higher places is always probably better. I mean, just even that last game, just like seeing Haysprings just sit in that bush even for that long, talking about like placement and stuff, seeing how that works, that's like, I'd say that's an effective strategy, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Just sitting in the bush, but they didn't have too many materials, but they still sat there and they still got the win, so any strategy could work if you play it just right.
Yeah, just it being able to work out like that for them, that was pretty good. So while we wait for just I think one more team, we're gonna go to a quick ad break.
Yeah, we're looking at Kimball. Might go for a little sneaky play here. Not going for kills, but trying to go for those placement points so they can take first place overall.
Because if they get just a few more points, they might be guaranteed the game, or EMF or Elba. Mainly any team can get a lot of points and get back up there, even if they're in 7th. Depending on the game, and depending on the players, because this is zero build, and they might not be a zero build player. Just like the battle bus, we're going to see it's going over Flooded Frogs, our favorite landing spot. Changes every time. You gotta figure out where you gotta land from there, because a lot of people might change where they want to go because of the bus. Say going over Flooded Frogs, you could go to Brittle Boxcars.
Different teams are going to be going to different areas. There's no one set POI that you'll want to land. Depending on the bus trail, you're gonna have to be pushed somewhere else, and some teams might not be comfortable with being there.
Some people went Flooded Frogs. They were guessing for a hot drop, but there wasn't a hot drop. Some people went by Flooded because it was right there, and they could push in and maybe do a fight.
Maybe a fight here.
So right here, he has one of his teammates here. The other teammate's a little far from him, and the other one's far from both. The school we have here is Crayford. So, let's see how they're going to do this match and see if they can get up there in some points and see where they can go from here.
Ooh, here we have three
Ooh.
teams
He's
landing right at Mask Meadows.
Knocked.
The Funny Rico just got knocked from Scribner Steiner.
Now he's getting res by 2 people. Did you know if you get res by 2 people or more, it goes faster?
Yep, seeing a quick little double res here.
No.
And they're hopping right back into fighting.
We got a triple. Oh, his teammate got knocked. Got some action here. Teammate got knocked, but he got res, so that's great.
Oh.
Then we got Fallow over here. They're just healing up, trying to get some mobility, trying to
loot up before they.
Team we got here
hop
is
in and start
Maywood.
Yep, this is Maywood.
This used to be the old spot to get a mythic. Remember that last season?
Used to be able to get a mythic SMG here.
Did you think the SMG was good or bad?
It was pretty insane. 20 damage per shot.
It was really good at the time, but now they just took it out because, you know, they had to have to add new stuff, like the dill pickle.
Here at Masked Meadows, there are still 2 teams. 2 down on Scribner's Snyder.
1 down.
Oh, 1 down. Yeah. And
Got
it looks
1
like they're
down.
going to be trying to back off from this fight.
The
Regroup, reset a little bit.
Scribner Snyder, the team is moving on because they're backing away from the fight. These guys have some high ground in Zero Bell. That's pretty key. Got Hay Springs here, and they're just camping up here with Jeep so far.
Looking around for any competition, maybe trying to find a fight.
Nope.
Hopeful Heights here.
A lot of people are not fighting, but if you looked at a lot of people's weapons and their loadouts, it has changed quite a bit. Because a lot of people are rocking the Hollow Twister. Some people are still rocking the Sentinel. But people are using the auto shotgun now. They're using pump and dump because it's an SMG and a shotgun. Do you think that's pretty OP?
It is a pretty powerful combo.
Then if you get the... What rarity is it? What rarity is the blue one? Oh, exotic. If you get the exotic version, it's overpowered. You just got a bot over there. Moving on.
Here we have a team going to Crime City, maybe trying to get the vault here.
They can most definitely get it. So far it looks like no one's around them or anything. But they're pretty spread out. It looks like one of them is just looting by the vault.
Yeah, this one here needs to have some more loot. Maybe loot up a little more. Canyon Crossing, we have a team fishing to get some heals. Remember, heals from fish are quick ways to get health, some shield.
The team in
You
play
can use them
here
very quickly.
is Elba.
Yep, Cracked Riker from Elba.
So have you looked at the loadout so far? They're rocking a lot of mobility and like bubbles. A lot of coverage stuff. Jeeps. Have you seen that like improve like since the builds? Do you think that's really effective in this?
I think it is pretty effective to get away, but if you have a full team just shooting at your vehicle, you're not going to get very far.
Oh, we got a
Ooh.
fight going on.
We have a fight going on here.
We got D Wayne
We have Elgin.
from Elgin against
Ooh, 3
Ooh,
knocks
knocks.
on Elgin.
Elgin
Might be
against
going
Hay
down here.
Springs. Got
Ooh,
Oh.
Elgin is out of the game.
Elgin got wiped and Hay Springs gets 4 points. Now we're moving on. Got guys in the car. Pretty simple.
We have Sandy Creeks. Moving around here, trying to loot up still, get better stuff.
He has a purple hollow twister that's really effective at good range in the zero bud especially.
Ooh. Just have some looting over here at Magic Mosses.
Got
kind
why
of-
not?
Kind of spread up from their team, little far away. But it looks like they're going back over there now, so
Yep.
they can stay together.
Probably just trying to get some resources and stuff.
Ooh.
Pretty
Here-
good high ground. There is a team by him. Doesn't look like they're fully pushing him. He is solo. He might have ran away from that fight. We don't know. But of the context of the what he's doing, it looked like he just got out of the fight and he's running. He might have the reboot cards.
Might just try and play for placement here. Get a bunch of points that way.
Ooh, we might have a fight coming up. They're going towards a team.
May have a fight here. Agent Pukit from from Bancroft Rosalie.
I think it's kind of hard to say.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Might be going up against this other team here.
We might have Rosalie against Kimball. Might be coming up. They're both in Lone Wolf Lair, so let's see what's going to happen.
Remember, Kimball is the top team right now,
Let's
leading
see.
with the score.
I'm pretty sure Kimball's really good at zero builds because so far at the score sheet, they've been doing pretty good in zero builds. So let's see if they can keep this going. Oh, right in front of him.
Ooh.
Right in front of him. He drives right past. Getting a few shots in. Oh, he got cracked
Ooh.
though.
Absolutely lasered.
But his teammate has his bag.
Teammates helping him out a little bit. Here we move over to... Ooh. Over at Seaport City, there may be a little fight going on here.
Look like it might be a triple fight here.
I think this
Watching EMF here.
might be 3 teams all in this one area.
He's just watching it. Oh, it's just a bot though. Look
Pretty
like
big fight here. The other team
might be 3 teams
knocked
fighting.
a little bit.
One of his teammates so far, Destroyers. Ooh, got downed. Look like they're winning so far though. So far they are getting the vault. They killed the other team. Elwood just got knocked. But
Looking at the other team now.
he's got rezzed. Elwood is back in.
We're looking at EMF right now. Over at
Oops,
Seaport
I did that wrong. It was Elwood won that and EMF lost that.
This is EMF.
Oh, this is EMF.
Yeah. This is the second place team right now. Looking at a good kill count. 8 kills right now.
Right now they're just trying to cruise along, get in circle.
Getting some rotation and some placement points. Trying to go for some placement. Right by Foxy Floodgate.
Ooh, his
Maybe
loadout.
Heading over here.
His
This guy
loadout.
has a pretty neat loadout. Might be able to get a couple of kills with that.
Only bad thing he has here is maybe take out the Hollow Twister for some more heals. Because he has an SMG shotgun and a sniper.
Ooh, we're looking at 3 teams right here. One has height on the mountain over there. And then this other team is moving in fast.
Trying to move, trying to get out of there.
Ooh.
Got a fight going on. Got Riker against...
He just kind of stole the
West
car
Florida
there.
against Elba.
Took it away.
And he gets knocked. Okay, that was teammates right there. See, oh, he pushed him towards him. He's gonna... Oh, we got a lot of fights might be going on here.
Ooh, this is 3 teams all pretty close to each other.
If one of them starts moving near him, there might be another fight going on. This was the team that won last game.
Creek Valley. Ooh. Looks like they might be getting pushed here.
Creek Valley won last game. Let's see if they're a zero build or...
Ooh, we have a little bit of fight here.
My bad.
One from Creek Valley is knocked down right now.
My bad. Hay Springs won the last one. It looked like they had the same skin.
Looks like there is a third party coming over.
He let his teammate die, but he might be getting pushed, so that might have been a good play.
Yep, he is a solo. Might be trying to go for some placement points and just get away from all of this.
I think he missed his teammate's reboot, but Let's see if he just survives it or not.
Potential fight over here. Bush camping.
Look like the other team's running away with a car. So, oh, but we might have.
We have Sandy Creek just hiding in a bush and getting away with it.
Last game we had a good game when people were just hiding in bushes.
Ooh, this team looks like it's staggering away from a fight.
Pretty low. They don't have. I don't think they have any white heels here. Everyone's using this mobility item. It's pretty good.
This is Elba here. Not great communication unless he's about to drop some heals. Nope, his teammate got some heals.
Oh, and he found Medkit in the distance.
We're looking at 3 kills right now.
Here, it's the solo, and there is people in front of him. He sees them,
Yep.
but they're driving away. So
Here
he's
we have
lucky.
a solo from Why Not. Just trying to go for some placement points so he can
He should start
earn
rotating.
a better spot for his team.
He should start rotating now. Oh, there we go.
Over at Kappa Kappa Factory, we have It's a Destroyer from EMF, and they have an armored car, so
We're going to be
They've-
overpowered.
they are pretty overpowered right now. They have pretty good movement.
Good loot. They don't really have anything to cover them except this and the other car. So, see what they get from the end game.
Here we have Geo from Kimball. Remember, the leading team here might be going over and fighting the team at the gas station over there.
There is a lot of fight opportunities right now. There's a whole bunch that could be happening, but so far, not as much as we thought.
Here's the map here. We can see teams are relatively spread out.
There's a lot close by, but they are spread out. So any move could make a whole fight go on.
Here we have Obese Frog from Hay Springs. 6 kills alone, plus 5 more from his teammates. So that's 11 kills total.
A lot of points so far. They're doing real good.
Here we have Kimball again.
The winning
Not
team.
really fighting much this game. They do have 4 kills, so that's about 1 team that they took out.
Pretty good points. Not going for placement too much, but
Over here we have Elba, Crimson Crybaby from Elba. Bit of a funny name there. 3 kills for them, and they're staying on the edge of zone so they can
kind
take
of a
away
bad
some
idea.
placement points.
Kind of a bad idea. They need to start moving.
Could be
But-
a bad idea.
You might get rushed by another team right by them if they start moving in together.
There's this other team right by them at the gas station. Might be pushing up a little bit.
Look like they might be going for the dill pickle coins that could get you really OP guns.
Here we have, sorry if I butcher this name, Bonyau's Hawks, from Bancroft, Rosalie, kind of spread out with their team, not super near each other.
But they're lucky because there's no one around them right now, so they're not going to get shot.
That is true. There's no one around them. Kind of playing the edge of circle, trying to go for some placement points, not fight as much.
There is people right by them now, but it looks like they're just camping in the bush, so they should be fine.
At the same time, though, who isn't by them? I mean, the circle's pretty small, and we can see quite a bit of teams just on the edge. Ooh, we might have a fight here
We're going to probably have a big fight here.
by fellow gunsmith Maywood.
Everybody's loadout is looking real good, so I think there's going to be a really good fight going on. The only bad part is they don't have anything to cover themselves. They have mobility, no cover though. So
Fallow Gunsmith doesn't seem to have many weapons. He has a shotgun, a bat, and I don't know what the rocket's called.
I just call it the drill
Huh.
fly charge.
Rocket drill?
Might have a fight
Ooh.
coming up.
Might have a pretty good fight here. From Hay Springs. Ooh, getting shot at. Gus Bus Army Man. Shot at from height, so
They have a good.
Kimball might be taking away some kills here. From up top.
They have a good position up there. They can get some kills, some
Trying
damage.
to hide a little bit. Stay away. Keep themselves alive.
See how Kimball against Hay Springs goes later on.
Might be a decent fight here.
So below this team, we got one guy under him that's spread out with his entire team, sadly.
Yep. We have this team looking pretty spread out, which I do believe is Hay Springs.
Just like last game, I said communication is key, because if you don't have that, then what kind of team do you have?
Death is by your side is being shot at in the back, kind of ironic.
If you don't have communication in a game that involves teammates, it's kind of a no-brainer. Don't stick with your team. If you don't have good communication, I don't think you have anything in the team.
EMF here might be getting some points. This is the second place team.
Didn't know he was solo, so he pushed him. Now we're looking at a team pushing a gas
Ooh.
station. Got a
Huge fight
Three.
here. Everybody is
in on this fight.
on each other, almost.
We're
Mythic
watching-
Mammoth here, which is personally my favorite weapon.
We're watching Elba right now against 3 other teams. Everyone's in.
Ooh, we got a
Storm.
knock there
But
from
he's getting
Crack
shot from
Riker.
behind. Oh,
Ooh,
good
another
headshot.
knock.
Using
Maybe
the
a
bubble.
third right here. There we go.
Oh,
That's
yes.
almost a full team by himself, but he
One
is
more.
one shot.
His teammate did have the
According to
minigun.
my definition. at least.
And
Ooh.
Elba's
Right.
out.
That means Elba is out. And then now we have Kimball, I believe. Yep, Kimball.
Got Kimball against
With 9
Leyton.
kills here.
Kimball against Leyton right now. Leyton has a lot of good guns. They
Leyton has cover too.
they have the mythic. They
But
have
this
all
car
mythics.
can just hit them.
Oh,
Yeah.
good play. There's no one near him, and that's
Might be the end of Leyton here.
that's
As you
why
can see, he's finishing that kill so he
Leyton's
can
gone.
get the points for the kill.
Watching Kimball right now.
Ooh, and then pulling up on Hay Springs in the bush, but they don't know that yet.
He's getting shot
Ooh.
through the bush. He's gonna run away and heal while his teammates take care of it. With
Ooh, and now Hay Springs is
the
leaving.
mythic minigun and zero build. That's kind of overpowered. What you think?
Obese Frog 43 from Hay Springs, kind of away from his teammate, who is, as we know, being fought right now. 12 kills to their team's name.
What do you think about the new mythic minigun? Do you think it's still overpowered, or did they nerf it really good?
Oh, they barely nerfed it. It's not fun to play against. Ooh, Obese Frog is now the last player on his team.
Well, let's see what they can do here. Let's see if they can get the win. Down to placement points now.
So, here we have Kimball having 11 kills. Plus, they're going to be getting placement points. Parker is getting attacked right now. Might be getting away.
He's with his team, pretty smart. Then this guy, he's Fallow.
Fellow
Watching
Gunsmith
Maywood now.
from Maywood, yes.
Oh, he
His
just saw
team's
someone.
looking pretty low on health.
Okay, we
Interesting
got-
choice. He didn't throw down his med smoke to heal his teammate right there. Oh, I guess he has a med kit.
Well, let's see where they're gonna move on to. Now we got
Here we have
EMF
EMF.
on high ground.
Ooh, he gets a
good
knock with the sniper.
He has the exotic
Exotic sniper.
sniper. That's really good if you get a good shot on him.
And you don't even need a shot. You can just shoot the ground and it'll ping enemies around you.
That's the best thing about it.
Here we have Kimball again.
Watching Kimball. Oh, wall jumps.
We're
Oh,
noticing
that's
something here. Kimball and EMF, first and second place, are both in the game.
So that only means that they are zero build players.
Yep.
Most likely. Or they just had very bad games on the builds.
Oh. Noob Elliott and Fallow Gunsmith are the last on their team at Maywood.
Got
Here we
guy
have
stuck in storm. He might get killed here. He
Sandy Creek again.
will he get knocked? So it's an
Oh,
8
I
tick.
think he might be dead to storm
He's
here.
dead.
Yep,
Just by storm. Unlucky.
and his teammate's gonna be alone.
Now he's out in the open, but he has a bubble, like I said about earlier.
Now we have EMF here, second place, but only 2 players.
He has a bubble here. That's really good. Now he's going to be pushing. Oh, he got
Ooh.
knocked, though.
He got knocked, and that's EMF out of the game. And now we have Kimball winning
Kimball
the
won.
game. Winning the game with 17 kills.
And they secured the championship. Good job, Kimball.
That's 18. That's 18 guys.
Dale's got 18 kills.
Oh, 18 kills. So
What do you think was the difference between Kimball playing zero build and Bills? What do you think was very different about that?
Kimball noticeably did way better in zero build than they did in builds.
What did you see that was different about it?
Well, they stayed. They were winning fights more. I guess they might be more of an aiming team rather than building and mechanics. They might just go for sneaky shots and
They might
getting
just play
eliminations that way.
better. They might just play better on Bills and zero builds, I meant. Now we're
Alright.
going to go to a break.
Welcome back to Division 4 Fortnite. We now have results on placements. Looks like Kimball won overall and is your Division 4 Fortnite state champion. EMF came in second. And Haysprings came in third. Elba came in fourth, beating Leyton by 2 points. So that one was really close. Same thing with Maywood, just 3 points off. And a lot of these teams all had 1 or 2 bad drops. Bloomfield was in 7th place. Sandy Creek was in 8th. The thing that's crazy about Kimball is they won both of the zero build games. So they got a lot of placement points from that. And they really got no points because they died off a spawn and dropped 3. So that's just crazy. And Haysprings, they had a rocky start, but they won that one build game, and it really just gave them everything they needed. So, yeah, congrats to those teams. We'll be back shortly with Division 1 Fortnite.